The situation in the Rift Valley is complex. It is predicated on tribal discrimination and exclusion. The violence in 2007 and 2008 were an expression of these long-standing divisions. 2 years later, the Rift Valley Peace Initiative was launched in April. The innovative approach of these organizations is based on partnerships and community-driven development to create grassroots initiatives that address shared issues like water sanitation, human resource development, and character education.
Sisi tunafanya ile kitu tunaitwa community driven development.
Umefanya jambo la maana kukuja kujua kiini hasa nini huwa kinaleta shida.
Na sisi tuko na right ya kuchagua, tuko na right ya kufikiria, na tuko na right ya kukaa Rift Valley kwa sababu sisi ni wa Kenya.
Tunaumizana maskini kwa maskini. Tunapata nini?
Kenya is an emerging model of conflict resolution, community-driven development, and the moral and innovative leadership that drives these things. A model for developing countries, a model for Africa, and a model for countries in conflict. Kenya's future depends on moral and innovative leaders who are driven by a vision that can encompass not only the people of Kenya, but Africa and the world.
In 2011, Somalia suffered its worst famine in more than 50 years. Reeling from the effects of a cycle of violence that has bedeviled the country for more than 2 decades, the famine hit millions of Somalis already struggling to survive. At the forefront of these efforts was Qatar Charity. Founded in the Gulf state of Qatar, it maintains a presence in 54 countries across Asia, Africa, and Europe, providing humanitarian and development assistance.
Although
the scope of Qatar Charity's operation in Somalia was only limited to scholarships, it has expanded with time. A very important step took place when Qatar Charity opened an office in Somalia towards the end of 2007. Since then, Qatar Charity has been working in all the regions in Somalia, specifically in the fields of social cultural development, humanitarian and emergency relief.
Somalia is ranked one of the lowest countries on the Human Development Index. Lacking a central government for over 2 decades, the challenges facing Somalia have multiplied, with many Somalis trudging along impossible circumstances to survive. Qatar Charity has also led the community in rain-seeking prayers, distributed new clothes to orphan children during Eid festivals, and slaughtered tens of thousands of goats for poor families. The charity has also been involved in maintaining 3 IDP camps in Mogadishu since the 2011 famine, and is now planning to resettle these IDPs into their original areas of residence. For the beneficiaries of Qatar Charity's projects, benevolence translates into a new lease of life, an opportunity to rebuild lives devastated by abject poverty and a harsh climate.
Since we started living in this camp, we have not experienced any hardship. We have been assisted and we have been given good food. We now have water, washrooms, and schools too.
Qatar Charity remains a pillar of strength and a source of support, making life livable.
There are about 6.7 million children between the ages of 6 and 13, with about 660,000 of them in the 12 pastoral districts. Going by the latest official figures, these areas have a comparatively low gross enrollment rate, with the majority of children of primary school age not enrolled in schools.
There are cattle raiders here and there who sometimes even invade schools.
In these areas there was not any education.
Districts situated in arid areas of Kenya have continued to exhibit extensively lower access, participation, completion, and achievement rates in basic education. The geographic realities of these regions continue to hamper the number of children who are able to go through basic and vocational training. The literacy levels and low access to education in such areas necessitated the entrance of local non-governmental organizations. And over the years, numerous organizations have arrived in these arid areas. This subsequently saw the need to coordinate the activities of these organizations so as to ensure order in the implementation of programs. EC Kenya's key functions is the enhancement of access and equity of basic education and vocational skills training in marginalized areas.
LEC Kenya is a local non-governmental organization that is focused on research and development.
Kenya was initiated by Educans Foundation. Educans Foundation is a Netherlands-based organization that supports basic education.
I've gone to Samburu to see how the Ilchekuti program is being coordinated and how they can develop a way to advocate for Ilchekuti education program. And I see as also an alternative of our pastoralists because of the movement from one place to another. And I feel that it is also something that I needed in order to add something in our pastoralist basic education program.
It's time that we all share our love.
We're here for 12 days of Christmas. This is basically just 12 children's home in 12 days. We just wanted to do a Christmas for the kids. You know, most of the kids in children's home don't understand or have the feel of what Christmas is. So we decided to choose 12 days, and Mama Fauzia is one of them.
The needs are basically, stationery, toiletries, such things that small children need, yeah?
The sun that shines down from above. And now it's time that we all share our love. Well, in the eyes of a child.
Ndoto yangu ya maisha ningependa kuwa engineer.
Ningetaka nisome, nimalize shule. Kazi yenye ningependa kufanya nikiwa mkubwa, engineer wa ndege. To the children of the world, we make this vow to replace the pain with happiness somehow. You are not forgotten, and soon you're gonna see that you have a place in our big family. Well, vision in the eyes of a child. Well, vision, a helping hand, a friendly smile. Well, vision, reaching out to those in need. Well, vision of God's love and charity.
Education is important in the wholesome development of any country. Teaching models that are tailored to meet the specific learning needs of children guarantee success in education. Such a model that has been tried and tested is the Reading to Learn RTL model.
RTL basically is an acronym for Reading to Learn. And in this approach, we use, it's about scaffolding, helping the children where the child ability has reached to move the child to the next within his or her own capacity.
Parents also play a critical role in the success of learning. They can assist in material development at the school, help pupils to read and write, give progress feedback to teachers, as well as ensuring accountability through the SMC.
Nikifika pale nyumbani waona mara kwa mara wakishikilia vitabu. Kwa hili shirika limenifanya mpaka sasa hivi limenitia moyo, mpaka likija likiondoka itanifanya mimi ninunue vitabu.
In every school, we should have all teachers in these public primary schools to be RTL compliant for the betterment of the Kenyan child.
As much as possible, we need to make learning for the children as interesting and as motivating as possible.